Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Valagar Aloevain, back for some more Elder Scrolls Online. Alright, so last we left off, we had just made it to Stone Falls here, and we were about to talk to Holgan. Now, because we just made it here, and there's so much to do out here, what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of do some side quests here before returning back and talking to Holgan, as there are great many of side quests in this area, as well as some books to collect. Now, if you watch one of my previous ones, I am gonna stop reading all the books because there's just so many of them. And a lot of times you may actually end up repeating them. So I do still have them. It does keep track. So if at any point you guys are wanting to go through and listen to some of them, as you see we found 54 of 4,029. So if you guys at any point want to go back, we can always go through and pick a random book to read.
Traveler, a moment of your time.
Alright, well, let's see what you got to offer.
Honor and faith, Wayfarer. Blade Master Kasura awaits you at the Watch House in the city of Davin's Watch. She requests you join her there at once.
Why is this Blade Master interested in me?
I do not have all the details, but I believe it has something to do with a Dragon Guard tomb. A former student seeks a solution to the threat facing elsewhere among the remains of that ancient order, and Kasura agreed to assist him.
Threat facing elsewhere? I do believe this might actually be part of...
Dragons. The terrible beasts have returned to ravage the land of the Khajiit. But it won't be long before they endanger all of Tamriel. Blade Master Kasura sent me to find help. I found you.
This might actually be a prologue to one of the expansions. If that is the case, I will be abandoning the quest. We'll just pick it up at a later time.
Blade Master Kasura awaits, Wayfarer. Divines walk with you.
Tell me more about Blade Master Kasura.
Kasura teaches the ways of the ancient Yokudan sword saints at the Abbey of Blades. Under her guidance, I hope to one day earn the rank of Blade Master.
How did a Blade Master decide to search for a Dragon Guard tomb?
Blade Master Kasura can tell you more. I am not privy to enough details to speak on her behalf.
Alright, so... yeah, so it is a prologue quest, which means it's set up for one of the expansions. So for now, I will just abandon that one. Alright, what else do we have? Well, we got one over here.
You there. How would you like to do something worthwhile? You look capable. I could use some help. If you aren't afraid of a ruthless, dastardly scoundrel. Let me start again. I represent Cyrodiilic Collections.
That one is also one of the ones for an expansion. So yeah, you'll find them all over the world, just kind of bits and pieces here. Right now, I'm just looking to do quests for this zone, as I kind of want to go through the game in like canonical order.
Where in Oblivion did these things come from?
This one, I think.
Welcome to what used to be the front line, soldier. Something very strange is happening out here. I'm just a grunt. Not a very smart grunt at that. Maybe you can sort things out for me.
What seems to be the problem?
Problem? I've got a battlefield full of ghosts, sprung out of the ground like corn in the month of mid-year. They killed those Covenant bastards, which is great. But how do you kill what's already dead? My mages can't even agree on what to do.
And what is it you want me to do?
I've known Furan and Risa for a while now. I respect them both. I just need to know which of them has the better idea. Start with Furon, then talk to Risa. Hear them out and do what they ask of you. When you've decided what's best, let me know.
I'll give you my decision soon.
I'll be honest, I wasn't sure what I was going to do out here. Thank you, Traveler.
Before we part, you mentioned something about Covenant soldiers?
Yes. Damned skeevers snuck around the city and came at us from the wastes to the north. Damned good strategy. Hit us from this side and by sea and squeezed the city in the middle. Hope Holgun and his troops are holding up.
You're saying the city's under attack?
You hard of hearing. Yes, the city's under attack. Damn daggers came right out of the sea, trying to take the watch from under us. I'd be with Holgun myself if these spirits hadn't come out to play.
Do you know where the spirits come from?
Do I look like a Telvanni mage? I have no idea. Furon said something about climber elves. I guess the Dark Elves used to be really good at scaling mountains. Look, just ask him and leave me to the soldiering.
Alright. Furon.
Today? Of all days? What was it about today that made these spirits become so restless?
I assume you're talking about the ghosts.
Ah, greetings. Yes, I was just thinking about the situation here. These spirits make up an ancient army of Kaima warriors. Blade masters from the time before Red Mountain. It's fascinating to observe ancestors so closely.
The sergeant had asked me to speak with you. You said you had a plan to deal with them?
My brother's plan, actually. Giron believes we can control the dead, harness them in a powerful defense for the Watch. His method must be tested before we attempt a larger ritual.
Tested how?
Take this smoky pendant and use it on one of the ancient dead. You may have to weaken it a bit first. If it binds a spirit, bring both back to me. If it doesn't, well, we'll deal with that when the time comes.
I'll see this done.
Go bind a spirit. I need to know if the ritual can work.
Before I go, can I ask you a few questions about these spirits?
Do you really need to know more to use Giron's pendant? Fine. I will answer what questions you have.
You said these spirits are Chimer?
Yes. The ancient precursors to the noble Dark Elf race. Warred with the Dwemer and the Needs from the north. Sought to master the world around them. A rich race with a fascinating history. But not important right now.
Okay, why do you think they attacked the Covenant?
They seem to be attacking everyone. Clearly, these soldiers died in battle. In death, their hatred and battle lust lives on eternally. The perfect weapon in the right hands.
Where do you think these spirits come from?
I have theories. The volcano, the Covenant, several variables to account for. If I had to hazard a guess, I'd say some kind of magical disturbance, combined with the presence of an invading army, rousted the Kaima from Aetherius.
Alright, well, I shall go test this pendant. Alright, so it kind of makes them on our side.
You brought a spectral friend. Nicely done.
This does prove your brother's idea works then, correct?
Just so. It proves we can force these spirits to guard Darvan's watch. A potent defense from any future siege. Giron has a plan for repeating this ritual on a larger scale.
The sergeant wanted me to speak to Risa before deciding.
A word with you. Over here, away from the brothers. Please, talk with me. What the Ree brothers plan is wrong.
What is it you want to talk about, Risa?
Enslaving the dead is evil. Furon does not understand this. As for Giron, I think he does not care. There is a better way.
You have a different plan, then?
Just so. Take this talisman, use it, and learn how to free a spirit. They will cling to this world, so first you must weaken them. When you have done this, speak to me again.
I will try your talisman.
My eternal thanks.
They were thankful to be released.
I can feel it. The talisman has been used.
Yes, the spirit seemed grateful to be released.
It was. Spirits are not meant to be trapped. Furon wants to enslave them through magic, but that's torture to the dead. Freeing these spirits is the right path.
I'll consider your words, Risa. Yeah.
I need a solution. Stabbing spirits gets us nowhere. Any ideas?
I've made my decision.
Well, it's all beyond me. I'm just another sword swinger. What should we do?
Alright, I'm gonna go with Risa's plan. Though Furon's, the brothers' plan would be a better defense. You're enslaving the dead, and I can't. You're not truly winning if you have done so through slaves.
Well, maybe enslaving their dead's not the best idea. That Scaleback sees the world differently, but she's seldom wrong. Let Risa know. She'll tell you the rest.
Very well, Sergeant.
You made the right decision.
So how do we free all these spirits?
By freeing their commanders. Where they go, their men will follow. The cracks in the earth have uncovered relics of the past. Search for relics belonging to the Chimera General and his captains. Then we can wrest their attention from the past.
Who are these officers you're talking about?
The dead have spoken to me like whispers on the wind. Their leader is a powerful Mer named Red Rathrin. He was accompanied by his most loyal soldiers, 2 women named Adrana and Risari. Relics of their service should be perfect for the ritual.
And once I have these relics, then what?
I will meet you at a nearby Daedric ruin. It's the perfect space to complete the ritual. Find me there, with the relics, and we will return these dead men to their rest.
I will see you there, Risa. Ooh. Guess I got spotted before I went stealth.
Burn it!
Seems to be another quest there as well.
The fallen will not be
The
disturbed.
river flows so slowly. A living soul. It has been so long. To walk the river again, it is so strange and so sad.
Why are you so sad, spirit?
I and the other Saxley have not returned willingly. We Argonians were slaves to the Chimer in our time, as I sense they can be today. Even in death, we serve our cruel masters, slaves to their will.
Is there anything I can do to aid you now?
The Chimer would not willingly release us to Aetherius. To set their souls free on the river, you will have to destroy the Keepers. If you would do this, you will find me on the road away from here. I sense something I must see for myself.
I'll do what I can to free them, Spirit. Alright, so I also gotta free these spectral slaves here while I'm here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Why do you defile the dead?
I'm assuming that's the captain.
I appreciate it.
So that's 3 people I had to rescue. And I do just have one more burial mound over here.
Fear the fury of the unliving.
Alright. We've got a ritual up here.
Let's see if we can put these spirits to rest. Lead your men to the lands beyond. Begone!
Fool! You don't have the power to compel me.
Forever the soldier, even in death.
Pure rains make sweet rivers. Your wisdom is your strength.
Is it done?
Their leaders have moved beyond. May they find peace. For now, the rest remain like moths. They're no threat to the living, but they'll soon follow. You sacrificed power to give the dead peace. This was not an easy choice. Your kindness means there's hope. I think it's up to me and my assistants to give back.
What do you mean?
We want to bestow a unique gift to this battlefield, a sacrifice to allow plants and trees to grow again. Even a dry swamp regrows after many rains.
And how will you do this?
I will explain in time. For now, go to the Kwama chamber east of here and find the mushroom called Kwama Cap. I must speak with my students. I will meet you there.
I will see that it is done. Alright, so I guess that one makes all these guys passive-ish. And still attack them, but... Alright.
The smell of brimstone is strong in my nostrils. Even as a spirit, this place smells of ash and death. Have you done as I asked?
I have. They can move on now.
You are very kind. Strangely kind for a place like the Ashlands. I stand here, tasting the air. And do you know what I've learned?
What is it that you have learned?
The Saxilil you saved, the Argonians, they are not the only ones in danger. This pact forged in the wake of war is fragile, so fragile. Remember the history of violence against my people, and treat them well as you walk the river's edge.
Thank you for your warning.
My brethren are safe, and the Ashlands bubble with hope. I pass now down the river to swim in the currents of Aetherius. Go well in your own passage, traveler.
Alright, so that one's done. Did have to go here. Collect the Kwama cap. Why do I feel the moment I touch that, they're all gonna try and kill me? Well, here goes nothing. Yeah, called it. Do want the mining though.
You have the Kwama cap?
I do. Here it is.
I will not touch it. Yet. Please, take a piece to each of my students. They understand what must be done, and they are ready. After that, meet me at the southern mustering camp.
What is it that must be done?
War has wounded this land. Now it is our turn to sacrifice, so the plain can heal. My students understand this, and are willing.
I think I understand. Giving their life so that new life can form.
Welcome, traveler.
It's the Kwama cap. Do you know what will happen?
Yes, my body will perish, but my soul will become one with the trees of this place. The land will bloom again. Please, give me the cap.
Here you are.
I stand ready to assist Risa.
I have the karma cap. You know what this means.
Yes, and I am grateful. When we meet in the next world, tell me how beautiful the land became.
I will. Be at peace, Utatik. I like that you actually see him, like, sprout. I like that despite it being an MMO, your actions do have like consequences in the world. Like here we would have had well, if we would have chose the other side, we would have had a fighting force around Davin's Watch of these little, you know, forever soldiers. This way, like, we're healing the lands.
They are brave, my acolytes. Now it comes to me. Our blood will be the water, our bones the soil.
I still don't think she should be the one to do this, but here's the cap for you, Risa.
I will make this gift, this sacrifice. Trees, plants, one day it will all bloom again. Blood is water, water is life. May the Hist embrace you.
Farewell. Still sad. Alright. Quest down here.
The hearts of Dunmer are as... Stranger, you've picked a bad time to visit Seni. The volcano's burning up the town. You'd think these thick-headed louts would accept some help.
Who is it that doesn't want help?
This pissant Dunmer. I know an Argonian named Softscale who can make a salve to soothe the injured, but Spellwright Gervis won't work with him or any Argonian.
Why is that?
Because he's the most stubborn creature you'll ever meet. He needs to see these Argonians are on his side. If you want to help, Softscale needs Shulk Chiton for a salve. Kill them, and take the Chiton to the Argonian. He's somewhere in town.
This shouldn't be a problem.
Once you've got the Chiton, look for Softscale in the temple.
Why are the Dunmer and Argonians arguing?
Bad blood. I thought everyone knew that. Back before the Ebonheart Pact was formed, Dark Elves enslaved Argonians. They raided the Black Marsh and brought the captives up here to work.
The Argonians must still resent that.
Sure, but the bigger problem is the Dunmer. They used to be lords and masters until the pact was formed. Now, all of a sudden, the Argonians are free and everyone is equal.
So the former slaveholders are having trouble adjusting?
Ha! Spoken like a courtier. You know, just saying everyone is friends doesn't make it so. Forming the pact was a battle, and there are still many sides to it.
Alright. Gotta kill these. Also, a book right up here to learn, or to read rather. And you'll notice as I pick this up again that more than just the one have disappeared on the map. Let's move the book
Here,
Here.
Kwama. Nice Kwama. Please don't eat me. Your pardon. Have you seen any Kwama around? Maybe west of the town? If you do, I don't suppose you could lead them to my mine, could you?
You're looking for Kwama?
Yes. When the volcano erupted, my workers got frightened and fled. Now they're attacking anyone who wanders too close. They're usually timid, so a good beating should calm them down.
And why aren't you gathering them?
Me? Look at me. I'm hurt. Just beat them a little, then blow this whistle. They're trained to return to the mine.
Very well, give me the whistle.
Remember, subdue, then use the whistle. If you don't, they'll just start fighting again. I'll be at my mine west of town. I've got to salvage what I can.
What is a Kwama mine?
It's where you get Kwama eggs. You can also get Kwama cuttle, the waxy substance that grows on their beaks.
This doesn't sound like a mine.
Well, it's a hole in the ground where Kwama live. That's a mine. You didn't think we dug it up like those Nords dig iron, did you?
What's this cuttle used for?
I don't know. Potions, I think, or something to fight poison or cleanse water. I never asked. I just harvested.
Alright. I don't like the fact he beats him, but... I mean... You gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. There's a few more of these guys. So I have the chitin.
You are not of Seni. Your scales bear stains of soot, and you smell of smoke and flame. What brings you here?
I have some shock chitin for you.
I offer my gratitude. Please wait. I'll make a poultice to soothe the burns of the injured. I'll need you to use it on them.
Why me? Can't you just apply it?
The Dunmer don't trust Argonians, especially me and my egg sister walks in ash. They fear we'll harm them. You are a stranger, so they may let you heal their wounds.
And that's all. Just heal the people?
There is more. When you are done, go to Spellwright Gervis. Let him know we made this salve to help. Perhaps he will see we are not his enemy.
Alright. Guess I gotta find wounded people.
Accept my gratitude.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have my thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I am obliged to.
Have my thanks.
It's an easy enough quest.
Hail.
Sorry,
Thank
out of salve.
You have my thanks.
Go speak to the Argonians.
Why are you here, stranger?
Soft Scale had sent me. I healed your people with a salve you made.
That Scaleback? I kept my tongue when times were good, but now when the town is weakened, he's suddenly helpful? This is just a trick.
Why don't you want to believe him?
Because his people have taken my daughter, Morvani. She was doing chores for me and now she's disappeared. One of the farmsteaders saw that Argonian walks in ash watching her. Who else could it be?
Well, there was an eruption. Couldn't that be the reason?
Nonsense. We've lived in the shadow of Ash Mountain all our lives. We know its dangers. It was those Argonian savages. Find Walks in Ash. Then ask that Scaleback where my daughter is.
I will find Walks in Ash and your daughter.
Return Morvani to me. Then maybe I'll see what Softscale wants. Look for Walks in Ash in the ruins. The three only know what she's doing.
You know, aren't we all allies now?
We are in words and treaties. The Moot might meet in peace, but we remember what the Argonians were like when we dragged them out of the muck. We know what they really are.
Better than you. Right now, shouldn't you work together? Sini is burning.
That's the calm man's choice, stranger. Without my daughter at my side, I don't give a damn whether some Scalebacks are bleeding out in the ash.
Alright, we also got a waypoint right here. We'll grab quick. Yeah, there's a lot of racism between the peoples. I mean, very much like real life. Except while I'm mining, you see my actual hands, despite like being in this. So I'm gonna zoom out here, and I wonder, does it change? Yeah, it's not changing. Huh. Gotta love those funny little bugs. Walks in ash.
This is not a good day for Seni, traveler.
Are you Walks in ash? Actually, before I do anything. Kill this thing so it doesn't hit me while I am in the middle of talking. Alright, so we listened to the first bit already. Are you Walks in ash?
This is not a good day. Yes, I am. Look at this. This is no natural run of lava. These are footprints. A spirit of wrath came through here. Stubborn Givus will not hear my warning. He thinks the eruption caused this.
Girvis also thinks that you've taken his daughter.
As you can see, his daughter is not here. I did see Morvani earlier. The flow of her life takes her to the base of Ash Mountain regularly.
Is that where she is now?
I don't know for certain. Just that I saw her walking west out of town. Find her, then perhaps Gervis will listen to me. If you succeed, use this.
What is this?
A signal. It's colorful but harmless. If you find Lady Morvani, use it, and I will come to you.
Can you speak to this mistrust between the Argonians and these Dark Elves?
Truth falls like a cool rain, carving many channels in the mud. My truth is different from the Dunmers, yet both are still true.
Seems that you don't hate them, then.
I have no love for them. Do you hate fire for burning down your hut? The fire acts as it must. They saw our huts, and their nature required them to act. I trust a dark elf to act as a dark elf must.
Fair enough. daughter.
Someone came. Did Father send you? I fell and twisted something. Damn, my ankle.
Lady Morvani, I presume?
Are you mocking me? Yes, of course I am. I'm trapped by lava flows and flaming shorks, and I can't walk. If I ever get home, I'm gonna drink a whole jar of Sujama.
Why are you out here?
This was a shrine to the three. I come out here to pray for Mother. She was taken from us a few years ago. She was the sweetest woman I've ever known. Some days I swear I can still hear her voice. Anyway, I was out here when the eruption began.
Your father is very worried.
Of course he is. The overprotective Gua. Since we lost Mother, he's tried to run my life for me. I think I'll need 2 bottles of Sujama when I get home. Forget what Father says.
Alright, well, let's use the signal. Maybe? Where am I supposed to use it?
You found Gervis's hatchling?
Oh,
Good.
there we go.
I've caught you bloody-handed. Oh. Morvani, are you... Lord, Mother, and Wizard, are you all right?
I'm going to be fine, Father. Thanks to this traveler. Can we get me off of this rock now?
Hold on, Morvani. I've got you. Traveler, you found my daughter. In the midst of all this, you found my Morvani.
Yes, and I wouldn't have found her without Walks in Ash.
The Argonian helped you find her. Pah! Self-interest and cunning, I'm sure. I'm grateful just the same. Morvani means the world to me, ever since her mother was taken from us.
And why do you hate the Argonians so much?
They have beastly, baser urges. It makes them hard to trust. When the swamp calls to them, they rise up against their neighbors and strike them down. Even the kindest, the most gentle, are not spared from their wrath.
I guess the Argonians killed your wife.
It was before the signing of the pact. The Argonians of Seni still served my neighbors as slaves. Several of them made a break for freedom, and my Renisi, she was just out for a stroll. But today Morvani lives, thanks to you.
I mean, I can kind of understand, but they were slaves escaping their freedom. I'm just glad I could help.
Yes, well, I thank you for all you've done here today, traveler. My daughter is safe, and I must reluctantly admit that the Argonian may have played a part. May Lord, Mother, and Wizard all guard you on your journey.
So we gotta go back to the mine. Let's get a book right up here. Seems it's a little bit further up there. Oh, it's around the corner. It's probably in here somehow. Alright, well.
Look at all my beautiful Kwama. Their beady little eyes, the gentle pulsing of their abdomens. I can't thank you enough.
And what will you do now?
I'm going to have to get the mine back open, of course. Kwama are very good diggers, you know. Particularly the workers. so much work to do. I can't let this mind sit idle forever.
Fair enough. Seems like we got a lore book down there. But probably should have come this way. Armor scroll. And it got us the one that was up there too. Cool. Alright, so we do got another quest just up here. And I think before we start, we'll actually just end the video off here. And we'll just pick this up in the next video. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you guys later. Have a good one all.